Hello. Arpit sir, can we start?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Good evening, all. Welcome to Vadodara National Convention talk session.
Hyderabad is prouder than Visakha.
Crowder అంటే ఎక్కువ జనాలని.
Siddiq, Swapnil, just a moment. Please make everybody mute.
Okay.
That's the next class, sir.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, all. Myself, JCA PPP Advocate CK Siddiq, National Director Training in the capacity of Chairman of JCI Vadodara National Convention Power Talk Session meeting called to order. Welcome and Chairman address. Most respected past National President Arpit Bharti sir, and today's Power Talk Session moderator Dr. Manoj D. Desai sir, my dear members of JCI India across from country, I'm very happy to see 73 participants are here even with this short notice. So many persons are still on queue. Let me welcome today's faculty, Dr. Manoj D. Desai, on behalf of JCI India to this Power Talk session. And let me take this opportunity to welcome all the participants, all the delegates, all trainers, and everyone to this Power Talk session. I'm not taking much time because we are here to hear our Manoj D. Desai sir. Let me introduce you today's speaker in front of these delegates. Dr. D. Manoj Desai is a charter member of Rotary Baroda Metro, Rotary International District 3060. He was president of his club in 1988 and 89 and governor of Rotary International District 3060 in 1997 and 98. As a district governor, he had a string of achievement under his belt, like on TRF front, the enrolling highest number of benefactors as well as initiating the endowment fund. Dr. Manoj Desai is a well-known spine surgeon at Vadodara since last 34 years. He is one of the most sought-after speakers for Rotary in India. He is known for his innovative presentations like Muskan, Aadat Se Ibadat Ki or Kal, Aaj or Kal, Kayali Biryani, Netha, Lifeline, Agnipath, Vajood, Future, Doubt, etc., totaling to more than 149 PowerPoint presentations by Dr. Manoj Desai. He has served on many Rotary International and TRF assignments. He is an example of excellent balancing between profession, family life, and Rotary. His wife, Dr. Sharmista, is a passionate Rotarian, past AG, past GSC, team leader and facilitator at International Assembly for Training Program for Partners. Ladies and gentlemen, with immense pleasure, let's welcome Dr. Manoj Desai to present his Power Talk session on Bridge the Gap. Thank you. Now the floor is over to Dr. Manoj Desai. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for that kind introduction. And I have been just thinking that I have excellent rapport with JC members. Arpit I have known since he was in school, probably, because his father used to be my fellow club member. And of course, we miss him. But when he told me that kindly give us a PowerPoint or presentation on Bridge the Gap, I appreciate his invitation. And I thought that let me go on and create something special which might become easy for you to digest. And that's what I am going to show to you. So I bring greetings from Rotary, and you would not believe, but ex-Jesseite Rajiv Maniar happens to be my club president. So I am surrounded by a lot of JCs who have been helping us in Rotary movement also. This is my dilemma today. This evening, I am just thinking that you are so energetic, handsome young man and charming girls. And I am like that little boy trying to make you understand something which probably you would have known because all of you possess smartphone and you Google everything faster than what I do. However, being a Gujarati, I must try. And you know how Gujaratis are. There is a very famous saying that Marwadi se kharide, Sindhi ko beche, fir bhi munafa hoga aisa soche wo Gujarati hi ho sakta hai. Or in Prime Minister's words, if I say, then demonetization kare. And fir bhi majority vote leke Prime Minister bane, wo Gujarati ho sakta hai. So try I must. And when I was told about the topic, I have been wondering again and again that such a topic, how do I do justice to this? For the simple reason that 2020 has widened the gap. We are talking about bridging the gap, but 2020 has really widened the gap. And we are filling, all the human beings are filling hollow. Hollow for the simple reason that we can't do anything just because of a virus. We are sitting at home. For the first time in last 11 months, I'm wearing a jacket today. Thanks, Arpit. If you would not have invited me, I would not have wore jacket today because otherwise everybody is happy with t-shirt and shorts at home. However, I am enjoying this and hope you would also like. Which gap we have been talking about, which gap we want to bridge. This is the beautiful San Francisco Bridge. And it looks fascinating. It's smooth and people drive at 140 kilometers easily. We are talking about bridging the gap between haves and have-nots. So after seeing this bridge, I will show you a bridge that I have seen and taken a picture in Kohima. Can you beat this? Is there a bridge? And you can see people turn sideways and then walk on the rope holding the rail, side, girdle, and try and come to this shore. So the gap could be like this. And if you miss a step, you go where you can well imagine. The question is, bridging the gap is the theme that you people have practiced during 2020, and now it is one future. Being an orthopedic surgeon, I always go into the skeleton of the problem because orthopedic surgeons love bones. We break bones, we join bones, whatever you call it, but the gap between yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I personally feel I'm going to give a glimpse in next 15, 20 minutes about what the gap looks like. Some of you might have imagined, probably you can't imagine, I feel, that life without cell phone, life without smartphone. Arpit's dad, Malvik Bhai, and myself, we were president when we used to write postcards. Can you imagine? Last century, postcard time we have seen. And the first phone came, you call it banana, Nokia banana phone. I'm talking about 1997 December. The first phone came in my hand and 32 rupees outgoing and 16 rupees incoming. That was the time that we had. And now everybody has got fancy smartphone and people can do any transaction. any job, sitting at home, sitting on the desk. Allow me to show you where is the gap. And I'm talking about generation gap. The first upper left shows the way we used to wear pants. We still wear like that, above the waist. And you can see the next generation is going to do what? People used to remove hat to show respect to the elders. And now I have seen people removing their headphones. My granddaughter, she removes headphones. Yes, Dadu, any work? And that's the end of it. People used to go to gardens and sit together and chat, whereas here people are sitting on the same bench, but both are busy with their cell phones. And of course, hairstyle, I don't want to talk about it because once I got down at Bombay Airport, went to the restroom, and I had to go straight for a talk like this. So I was just combing my hair. So one youngster who was standing there laughed. I said, "Why did you laugh? Okay, where is the hair? You don't have hair, so why do you keep a comb?" And I said that, "Look, you have got a mushroom cut. So you sprinkle water and brought it down. Somebody has got spikes, they take it up. But itching to hota hai na kisi ko bhi. So we keep the comb for that reason." Friends, funny things happen, hairstyles change, but we are in 21st century. And this century is known for what? Less. Telephones have become cordless. Food is becoming fatless. Cooking has gone fireless. Follies might be countless, and politics at times we have witnessed. It becomes shameless also, not in our country only, it could be any country, like America. Argument sometimes becomes baseless and attitude is careless. And whenever I see celebrities coming to the platform as judges, torn jeans is the style. And that is what people all want. As if it is not enough, I consider century of less, but it is a century of dichotomy. So much of a problem. Pizza is reaching faster than ambulance in most of the states in India. I am happy that Gujarat happens to be one of the states where ambulance reaches faster than pizza because the reaching time, response time is less than 25 minutes. Having said that, friends, a child is dying every 3 seconds due to poverty. 800 million out of 7.8 billion, 800 million people go to bed hungry every day. This is a big, big gap. And sanitary problems cause about 75% of all illnesses in children, of which 80% child mortality is attributed to sanitation, lack of sanitation. And this is a startling statistics. In India, we have got 330 million gods and goddesses. As a result, we have 2.4 million places of worship. Can you beat that? 2.4 million places of worship. Temples, mosques, churches, and whatnot, Gurudwara. And how many schools? Not equal. It's only 1.5 million schools. And hospitals? 0.7 million, not even 1 million. And Corona has given an impact, an impetus to health, because even best of the countries, developed countries, had to have more beds to treat Corona patients because the infrastructure was not adequate. Friends, this is the reality. And that is where I would like to show this picture. That parents, hello, somebody is talking. Parent super protection is seen on the left-hand slide, and on other side, it is 14 caloric malnutrition and no parents at all. This is stark reality of life, friends, and this is the gap that we are talking. And this, whenever I see, I cannot sleep at night. This is a Pulitzer Prize winning photo by Kevin Carter. A vulture is waiting and child is unable to crawl because of protein caloric malnutrition. Exhausted, desperate to reach the base camp. But this picture won the prize. But you would be shocked and surprised too that Kevin, the photographer, committed suicide after 1 month. Because somewhere deep down he had a guilt that I should have lifted the child rather than publishing a picture like this. Friends, reality is really harsh, really crude, and I thank Almighty that all of us are sitting in our comfortable surroundings of home, sitting in front of computer in AC rooms or fans and watching this. So in nutshell, I wanted to tell you that we are at the crossroads. 21st century, we are at the crossroads because we want definitely to go in a direction to bridge the gap. Now, bridging the gap, let me show you the best parts also. It is not necessarily I have to cast a gory picture, but we are in the times when already it is being used in Dubai and America. Autonomous cars, driverless cars. People would not have garages in coming 5 years. Those of you who have BMW and Merc, please use it. Because after 7-10 years, nobody would be using those kind of fancy cars. Look at the right side upper picture, and that is silent aeroplane, which is solar battery driven. Can you imagine that? And the city, which are being done up. Nanorobots will take off, and regenerative medicine so that transplant surgery would have no place in future. This is all going to happen. God willing, we will see that, but you are definitely going to witness that and remember this talk at that time. And this is a picture which is a future happening. Man has already started how to colonize on Mars. And this is the picture that how the homes would look like in the domes. Future is so difficult to predict, friends. On one side, we are talking about robots, and on other side, there is not enough for people. So there is definitely crisis of values. And that's where I would certainly feel like quoting Tulsidas ji, who had said that Sur Nar Muni Sabki Yahi Riti Swarth Lagi Karhi Sab Priti. So it is self-interest, selfish motto for which everybody wants to do everything, selfless service, serviceable self, or working for peace, which is Jesse's theme, that we want to create a world where the peace prevails. How would that happen when the crisis of values are there? Let me just show you. If there is a global village of 100 persons, you know, world has got 7.8 billion people now. But if you bring them down to a small village of 100 people, how would it look like? There would be 61 Asians, like you and me, 13 Africans out of 100, 12 Europeans. America will contribute only 8 members out of 100. South America, only 5. And what about Australia and New Zealand? Just 1, nothing more. Gender would be 50-50 male and female ratio. And let me talk about color, though it is not very important, but non-white is 70. Mark my words, somewhere I'm going to refer to this. 70 are non-white and 30 are white. Religions, 77 Christians, 21 Muslims, 13 Hindus, 6 Buddhists, 1 Jewish, but there are as many as 11 who say that we are not religious. We serve humanity. And that brings me to another topic, and that is, if we look at language, what is the diversity? 17 speak Chinese, 17. 9 speak English. So English is not that common as we consider. 8 speak Hindi, 6 speak Russian, 6 speak Arabic, and 50 people speak various other languages. And regarding food, 30 has enough, of which 15 are overweight. So out of every 100, 15 are overweight, 50 are malnourished, and out of that 50, there are 20 undernourished also. So out of 100, 70 are having less food, whereas only 30 have adequate food. Let's look at education. So this is an area of gap. Only 12 are unable to read out of 100. So reading, majority can do. But 1 has got college degree, 12 have got computers, and 8 have internet connections. Living standards, this is too much. 43 are devoid of sanitation. I salute Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who started Sulabh Shauchalaya and many other things so that at least people stop open defecation system. 20 are devoid of potable water. Clean water is not available. 80% people leave, 80 people out of 100, substandard housing, and 32 breathe polluted air. World is so much broken. And this is what I was talking about. Mahatma Gandhi had said, I quote, "It is easier to bridge the oceans that lie between the continents. Then it is to bridge the gap between the individuals or the people." And recent happening couple of months back, and that has got a lot of repercussions in America, and the tilt in election went to the other guy for the simple reason that Black Lives Matter. Color cannot be important in 21st century, friends. Black Lives Matter. And there are so ghastly scenes we have seen. I am sure you know all about it, and I don't want to bore you with this. But isn't this a beautiful picture? Yes, it is. And this is the picture where Carol Bellamy, I would like to quote Carol Bellamy, director of UNICEF, who said, "Rotary has won a place of respect in global village. In fact, Rotary has helped made the world a global village." And why did she say that? You can see I am wearing a pin. Polio eradication. And Rotary's campaign is bringing results to a level. Let me just show. World salutes the grit of Rotarians because it is 33 years we have been fighting against one disease. One disease, and this would be the second disease after smallpox that would be eradicated, which would happen in a couple of years now. Only 2 countries remain, Pakistan and Afghanistan. And there are gory stories. I would not go into the details, but I would certainly say that 1985, when I joined Rotary, there used to be 350,000 children every year affected by polio. What a crippling disease that used to be. And I have operated more than 3,000 patients of polio free of cost. Because from that helplessness, you don't feel like even earning. And now it has come down to less than 25, but only in 2 countries. Last year, few months back, in 2020, Africa got rid of polio. So finally, I would just tell you mind-boggling statistics that more than $2 billion Rotary has spent, governments have spent and given to Rotary also. But more importantly, I would say one man saw to it that this has to now go. And his name is Mr. Bill Gates of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. He has given $900 million. And there is a deal between Rotary and Bill Gates. He says that for every dollar of yours, I will contribute $2. And Rotary will continue to give 50 million year after year, so that totally 1.5 billion would happen with contributions, which is needed for polio eradication. And this is $1 million picture for me. I thought this is something that I must show you. Bill Gates addressed all the directors of Rotary International. I was representing India, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. And he said that I salute you because you people have done a phenomenal job. Question is, I asked him, why synergy? And he said that after this, if we go back, that would be harakiri for the children of the world. So our promise is to the children of the world that you would see a better future than us. Friends, this is the short story of polio eradication efforts by Rotary. You would like to ask that, sir, you have painted quite a gory picture, enough of it. Give us some solution. How do we do that? And that is why I showed you the earlier picture. This is the time to create synergy. Synergy between all NGOs, synergies between governments, synergy because in Sri Lanka, our chairman of the Rotary Foundation, K.R. Ravindran, past president of Rotary International, went to the, there used to be a time in Sri Lanka when there were difficulties. And he went to the leader and said that, why don't you have ceasefire for 2 days to immunize children? And he agreed. So even others understand this language, that children should be safe. And that's why I have put 6 focus areas of Rotary, but 6 areas. You people want to create peace. Somebody wants disease prevention. Everybody wants potable water. Mother and child health is so important. And literacy campaign is vital for India. And microcredit. Yes, we have to make the communities much better, then only world would be at peace. When there is no money, when there is no food, then how can there be peace? And that's why, friends, the slogan I would like you to remember is strike at the roots. Roots of all the causes which is not allowing peace to happen. And that's where I feel like quoting Amol Gade, who said that I wake up to bridge the gap between my dream, my responsibility, and the reality. Friends, all of us have dreams. May it be Lions, may it be JSs, may it be Rotarians. All voluntary organizations have their dreams. So, dream is one thing. Then what are our responsibilities? And what is the reality? I tried to show you what is the reality. I would want to leave you with a question in your mind. What is your responsibility? And what is our dream? Friends, the world, Mahatma Gandhi ji had said, the world has enough for everyone's need. The world has enough for everyone's needs, but not for everyone's greed. This is where the problem lies, greed. And that's why if we want one future, then what that could be. And I was thinking one future could be, I would like to leave the world as a better living place than what I came into. Isn't that beautiful future? That what we came into, we used resources, but we never replenished them. We need to do something so that tomorrow's generation will remember that, oh, my grandpa, my father did this. As a result, we are having better air, better water. This is free word. And that's why I wanted to highlight 3 words, because I think you are young, you are energetic, and these 3 words matter to you the most. And they are dare, care, and share. Dare to do impossible. In 1985, as young orthopedic surgeon, 35 years back, I was in 3rd year of my practice when I joined Rotary. I was wondering, can polio be eradicated? Is it really the truth? Are we mad? We are following a dream or what? But it is going to happen. In my presence, I have been witness to the campaign from minute 1 to minute last would come soon. Next point, care for the underserved ones. If one person looks after one underserved ones, things would be much better. India's younger generation is sizable, 35% and more. If one can literate one person, let's say your maidservant's daughter or son, life would be much better. You would be so happy and you would sleep with ease. And last one is share what you have. Don't be greedy. You have adequate, you have enough. So do share something. It could be your time, not necessarily money. It could be your clothes. It could be anything. A pat on the back of a person who is doing good. Asking your maidservant that, do you need anything for your son? I have got so many pens and pads lying here. Take it. He can do homework. Friends, world is not as easy. And we have seen that. After seeing that, what have we done? Is a question. I always give this example in Bombay or in all cities at the crossroads. Somebody knocks at your window of the car and you see a lady with a small baby, probably 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 year, protein caloric malnutrition, big tummy and skinny body. And she asks, and the dialogue starts between your heart and hand. Heart says, de yaar, kuch to de de. Give something. And mind says, nahi, ye to dhanda hai, pesha hai. They collect money and this is not worth encouraging. Dialogue continues. Sweat beads appear and your hand goes into the pocket, but the signal becomes green and you drive away car, forgetting that. When I said that at Nariman Point in a meeting, people heard me, and then I have got feedback that, sir, I understand that boy is not at fault. Mother could be, but child's future needs to be saved. So मैं glucose biscuit लेके घूमता हूँ. I keep parle biscuit in my car and I offer 2 biscuit. और उसके चेहरे पे जो मुस्कान आती है, the smile that he gives me is fascinating and my day is made. Friends, dare, care, and share is the need of the hour, and that's what I want to definitely share with you. Isn't it a funny picture? But yes, if we want to think about one future, this is the picture that in Africa, on a laptop, people are becoming literate. Can we see a day like that? Possible or not? And that's why in upper part, I have written a beautiful couplet. Badal ho to barso. Badal ho to barso kisi be aap zami par. Aap kehte hain pani ko. So you are like water-filled clouds. You have everything. So give something. Where? Kisi be-aab zami par, in the desert. Khushbu ho agar tum. Khushbu ho agar tum. To bikhar kyun nahi jate? If you are fragrance, then why don't you just spread it all around so that world becomes fragrant and water is available to all. Friends, here is a side, but how to do that is a question. And I would like to show you what my father had written about 15 years back when we lost him. He had coined a new word. And the word is called Shrifalta.
So, ഇത്രയും ഉണ്ടാവല്ലോ.
Shrifalta, Shrifal is
നിങ്ങളൊരു വണ്ടി ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പോയാലും മതി. ഞാൻ അവനോട് ഒരുമിച്ചല്ലേ വണ്ടി പോകുന്നത്.
I will speak in English if you can't understand Hindi. But can we stop talking? Shrifalta is coconutness. Coconut you have all seen. And my father had written that why do Indians, Nepalis, Sri Lankans give coconut at the time of inauguration of a hospital or a wedding or any good occasion? We always give coconut. Why? Because there are 5 virtues. Number 1, it grows in a small space. Let your ego not expand. The message is very clear. Let your ego not expand. You may be director, so what? You may be ordinary Rotarian. You may be a vice chancellor. You may be CEO of a business company, so what? So grows in a small space, goes very high, attain that height so that nobody can throw a stone. Nobody can throw a stone and get coconut. You can get mango, but you can't get coconut by throwing a stone at coconut tree. Attain that spiritual height. The third thing, everything is useful. Look at the coconut tree. The bark can be used to make a boat, canoe. The coconut shell is always used, decorative items. The inside coconut fruit and the water is also used, and all the branches are used to create ropes. Everything is useful. So any JCI, any Rotarian, any lion, any human being who wants to give time for service above self, for humanity is useful. But please make it a point to give. That's my request. 4th thing, it drinks salty water and gives sweet water. Isn't it beautiful? Coconut tree drinks salty water. जमाने में बहुत खाराश है, किसी को तो मीठा पानी देना है, क्यों हम न दे? That's a question you should be asking yourself every day. And the last and the most important, it is hard from outside, but tender within. You might be a professional, a great professional, but you have to have that love for humanity inside you. If you listen to somebody's cry, and if you don't do anything, then what are you living for? Mother Teresa was asked once by a reporter that, Mother, after seeing the work for orphanage and leprosy patients, he said that, why did you come here and help? And Mother Teresa said, they never asked for help. But after seeing their plight, I told myself that if I don't do anything for them, then it would be leprosy of my soul. And that's why I continue to work. Just remember these words, leprosy of my soul. How crippled the person becomes. I feel that you are the future. Rotarians' average age is very high in comparison to JCs, where average age is at least 2 to 3 decades less. So I urge you, I request you, I cajole you, that since you have heard me, at least start thinking about it. How I could be a Shrifar like, how can I spread coconutness in my area? I must thank you profusely, because in these times, this is the only way to share our thoughts. So 150 people from very many places, and I see 1 or 2 persons with my name also. So I was thrilled. My talk is over. I would end that. And if there are any questions, I am available to you. Thank you very much, friends.
Thank you very much, Dr. Manoj Desai, sir. It was such a wonderful show. It's a great session, learning session, very informative and speaking from the heart. Thank you. Now, dear delegates, it's open session. You can ask any question either by the, please raise your hand, recognize. Dear participants, you can unmute yourself and get the recognition.
To be honest, I was seeing all the chat box, messages, but I did not start writing because I am not very fluent with speed. And I thought that I don't want to drift away from my thought. So it is your time. When there are no
Sir,
questions,
thank you very much.
It means that it has gone overhead, or probably it has gone straight in. Whatever is your choice.
Sir, thank you very much. Your inspiring session and your dash, care and share. It is really influenced us. Thank you very much for giving an informative session, how to fill the gap, bridge the gap. Thank you very much, sir.
I really appreciate your expression.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, very powerful session, sir. Sir, could you please just recap me with the third point that you had told about Shrifal? I missed with it while writing. That was actually very...
Okay. The first one is small space, occupies small space.
Yes,
So
sir.
let ego not expand. Second is everything is useful, right? Of the tree, coconut, everything. Third thing is it reaches that height, it attains that height that Jamane ka patthar usko chhu nahi sakta, meaning thereby throwing stones, you can't get a coconut. Fourth, khara pani pita hai, meetha pani deta hai, drink salty water, give sweet water. And the last one is hardcore professional from outside, but tender within. These are
Thank
the
you
5
so much. Thank you so much, sir. These are very, very motivating. Thank you.
I appreciate. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very informative that you said it very well. And आपने जो कहा वो एकदम heart touch था.
आपने
Means
हिंदी में
छू
बोला
जाता
अच्छा
है मन
लगा
को.
because I was told that major talk should be in English because there are a lot of people. I did not go to Hindi, otherwise that would have been my forte, and I could have used more and more couplets. And since you liked it, I personally feel like telling you this much कि जिंदगी का पयाम लेके आता है, रूह की महफिलें सजाता है, तुम्हें फुर्सत नहीं है सुनने की, वरना हर लम्हा गीत गाता है. So
Yes, sir.
do
सच
take
में
out
आपने सच
time, be with the nature, and get inspired because nature offers you everything. Thank you.
Yes, sir. सच में आपने. Very nice. Thank you so much, sir, for inspiration.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll
Sir,
close this PowerPoint. Let us see if I can successfully do that. Yeah, I have done it. And now I can see you people. Okay, tell me.
yes, sir. It was a very inspiring session. And I'm just a 1-year-old member of JCI. And really, the words you have used for inspiring us, it's really awesome. And
Thank you very much.
आपके dialogues और शायरी really touch हुई है. बहुत अच्छा.
Dialogues तो film में आते हैं. We are living a real life. We are living a real life, to be honest, And I have been to earthquake affected areas. I have seen the reality. And I saw Utkarsh, my dear friend Utkarsh, Rotarian Utkarsh, Arpit's elder brother. And we have gone to earthquake area and rebuilt 2 villages, 412 homes. So after doing this kind of job, you really start thinking about life. And the words automatically come out of heart rather than just the lip service. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
JCA Pravina, you can unmute and you can talk. JC Pravina.
A very good evening, Manoj Desai sir. Very, very glad to hear such an outstanding session from you. Frankly speaking, this Pro Talk, I especially kept my vehicle aside and I stood for a while driving and saw your session, sir. I was really very, I was like, I'll be not missing it. So I just sat aside and I'm attending it. It was so inspiring and outstanding session, sir. Very inspiring, especially for women. तो आशा आपने हम लोग को दी है, जो दीप हम लोग ने हमारे मन में जलाया है, that is will be everlasting, sir. It will be everlasting.
I am so happy. And the way you stopped the vehicle and listened to my talk, I am touched. And there is a beautiful couplet.
Yes,
because
sir.
when you say, woman,
जी
खिल सकते हैं फूल,
जी सर,
खिल सकते हैं कुचले हुए मसले हुए
फूल,
शर्त सिर्फ ये है उन्हें सीने से लगाना होगा.
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल.
And this
आपका
only ladies can understand because
Absolutely.
men rarely गले लगाने वाली बात बहुत कम हो गई है.
आपका हर वर्ड हमारा दिल छुआ है सर, आपका हर शब्द दिल छुआ है. Dare, care and share. Absolutely. We are daring, so we are caring and also sharing the same.
Of course. And that
Thank
is
you so
how
much,
I
sir.
recognize JCs.
I am JCI A Pravina from Zone 4, Vishaka JCI Metro, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so
Sometimes
much,
I would
sir.
be there. Sometimes I would be there. I travel a lot.
Wantedly have been registered this NACON so that I should not miss such a good sessions given by renowned trainers like you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Appreciate your kind expression.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I'm listening to you. Please carry on.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes.
This is BK Pradhan from JCI Vizag Steel City Law, Zone 4, sir. सर मैं आपका फर्स्ट पार्ट तो ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाया, लेकिन आफ्टर सेकंड और थर्ड सीजन वो बहुत ही अच्छा था। और आप बीच में जो शायरी यूज किए वो सब, मतलब उसका कोई लैंग्वेज भी मेरे पास नहीं है क्रेडिट करने के लिए। आप बहुत अच्छा ही किए सर, और इंस्पायर वाला वर्ड भी आप बहुत यूज किए। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दिस पावरफुल पैक। थैंक यू सर।
Thank you very much. You encourage me.
Hello, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm Kinnari Haryani, DCI Baroda Alkapuri president, and we are the host of this event.
You are right across, huh?
Yes, sir. So thank you so much. We are very glad to hear you. And I'm an active Rotarian also.
Wow.
And next year I'm president of GCI. I'm president of Rotary Baroda Kalanagri.
Oh,
so
lovely.
it's my really privilege to have you
Kalanagri
with
is
us.
our baby, so we can't forget them, and they are growing leaps and bounds. They are achieving
Yes,
new heights. I am so happy. I am so thrilled. I will definitely come if you invite me.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay.
So we are glad to hear you today. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, please.
I am Sunaina from Cochin, and I really enjoyed your talk. This is the time I usually come back from work. So I was driving, and because I had some issue connecting the phone to the car, I have used my ear dopes so that I can hear the talk better. It was so inspiring that, like so many people said, there are no words to explain the inspiration it has given us. And from deep within, a big salutation to your dad for those wonderful words and the parable of the coconut tree and how we should move on with our lives. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
You are from God's land, right?
Yes, sir.
So naturally, and you have a lot of coconut trees all around.
Hai, bahut hai, haan.
So,
Yes,
so
sir.
you would continue to see that and get inspired every day.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bilkul. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
There are two participants raising hands, so. Who goes first?
Jesse Fauzia, you can unmute and you can talk.
Okay, good evening all. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm Fauzia from Kerala.
Okay, I can see you also.
Okay, thank you. So it was really an inspiring session. I really enjoyed it, and there is no words to express my gratitude. Thank you so much, sir.
Namaskar.
Dr. Swati Sarda, you can unmute and you can talk.
A very good evening, sir. Very good evening to all of you. So it was truly a very inspiring talk, and with the most important, I've got inspired by the very fact that you are from the medical fraternity. Where, I would like to first of all share that I'm from Zone 9, and my loan name is JCI Nagpur Medico, where we are all doctors. And somewhere probably we were not coming across many doctors from other zone or from other cities, but I'm very happy to see you sir here and sharing such a wonderful and encouraging talk. Thank you very much, sir.
Which specialty do you practice?
I'm a gynecologist, sir.
Oh, lovely. So very busy person.
So I was president for 2020, and day before yesterday we had our installation, and very happy to pass on the baton.
All the very best.
Thank you,
and
sir.
Thank you for listening to me.
It was wonderful talk, sir. Thank you so much.
You, Junior JC Bhakti Shah, you can unmute and you can talk. Bhakti Shah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Very good evening, sir. Your words were really inspiring, sir. आपने जो statistics दिखाए, actually being a junior JC and the future of India, I feel that I should surely work on these topics. And currently, I'm the junior JC chairperson of JCI Valsad Zone 8, and I'd like to use the statistics you gave and to work on these areas. We are currently running a Sunday school. We are teaching poor kids who are not able to afford to go to schools. And we hope that we'll grow and move ahead on the same way. Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words.
Thank you, Bhakti. As far as statistics is concerned, if world is a global village, you write that much in Google, and there are lovely, presentations of 2.5, 3 minutes. But if you want my presentation, yes, I can give liberty to Arpit to share with whosoever is asking for, or you can write to me. It's simple email address, pdgmanoj, one word, @ God. Okay, pdgmanoj@yahoo.com. Easy to remember. You write to me, I'll definitely upload. If it helps people, I am happy. But do use it. Don't store it.
No, sir, surely. We
All
are citizens of India.
Thank you, Jesse. Aruna, Karthik, you can unmute and you can talk.
I'm unable to listen to her.
Aruna, it is not audible. Can you please raise your voice?
Can somebody tell me what it is? Because I am unable to hear. I am not hard of hearing. Let me clarify that. But some technical glitch is there.
Aruna, it is not audible. Sorry for the inconvenience. Maybe
raise the voice fully.
You can type also in the chat box. In the meanwhile, we 6:59 we scheduled time as per 6 to 7. One last person. Jesse Rajesh, PDRR Jesse Rajesh, please unmute yourself and talk. Please unmute.
Unmute, please.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Manoj D. Desai sir, for such a lovely and wonderful session. Who is that? Rajesh, you cannot mute. 1 second. Doctor, one second, please.
Okay.
Rajesh. Yes, Rajesh, you can talk now. I think there is some technical issue. Anyway, thank you, my dear.
Hi, sir.
Yes.
Can I speak, sir?
Yes. Please,
Yeah.
please.
This is Jyoti Vola from Zone 4. Namaste, sir. Out of curiosity, I just want to know that as you are a great humanitarian, so I would like to know that which such moment you have surpassed in your life that just touched you so much that you wanted to submit yourself to the human service.
To be honest, the answer could be long, but let me make it short, palatable. I was always serving because God has given me the skill. So I was doing polio operations free. But I realized it is an ocean of handicapped people.
Okay.
I went to Bahrain in a camp. We were ready for 80 operations, but there were 360 patients. And we did with 16 generators for 9 days. Having done that, I said, this is not leading to an end. So let me involve myself in Pulse Polio Abhiyan. And I toured entire Gujarat. It used to be 143 cases, and it came to 0 in 3 years. Thanks to the campaign, thanks to the government, helping hands, joining hands. After that, when 2000 earthquake occurred, I was there with 2 ex-JCItes. They are the members of Rotary Club of Baroda. We went there, and for 3 days we stayed there. And we saw how the houses had gone into debris, collapsed. And I have done amputations by the roadside to save the lives. That was insult to the humanity of the highest order. That was nature's fury. And I saw various places, truckloads of clothes were coming. They were lying on the center part of the road, big road. Nobody was touching it. They wanted their dignity back, homes back. And I started thinking at 2 o'clock in the morning while driving car, I told my 5 friends that let's rebuild one village. But let me honestly confess, that was the episode that turned my life. My wife came at the time of dedication. My father was alive. He sent her that go, because this fellow has become mad. 40 weekends in 1 year he has given to earthquake activities. Next year, 36 weekends I had given. My wife came, saw the dedication of village. Publicly, she gave me a hug. Gujaratis never gave a hug like that. She gave me a hug and said, I am proud of you. Since that time, she became a Rotarian, and both of us are dedicated to serving humanity. And that's what the real life story is. I have written a book, The Quest, My Quest. You write to me, I'll send you the book. You can read about 30, 40 pages of the initial beginning. That would tell you all about it.
Definitely, sir. I'm a great book lover. I will do that.
Okay.
Such an
Piriji
inspiring-
Manoj at yahoo.com. Just
Sure,
drop one line with your address and you will receive the book. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Sir, good evening. Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, good evening, sir. Myself, Subhash. I'm from from Hyderabad Challengers, sir. I was moved by your speech, sir. The thing which struck me right at the center of my heart is the photographer who has clicked the picture was suicided after a few days.
Little louder, please. Little louder.
Yes, is it okay, sir, now?
Yeah, much better.
Yes. So you struck me straight at the center of my heart with the incident that the photographer who has clicked that photograph has committed suicide with the regret that he could not do or could not help at that moment. So this is something, the ground reality, what you touched all the viewers, all the audience, and specifically to me, sir. And the words what you used, all the things were really connected to my work and to me in specific, sir. I would be glad if I can get the recording of your session, maybe.
You can talk to Vice President of the World, Arpit Hathi, and he can give you. I have not got it. My PowerPoint is available. You write to me and I'll send it to you.
Thank you so much.
Recording only Arpit and his team can help you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Manoj. Sir, I think many of the person want to talk with you. Being as a chairman, the time schedule, I know many people want to talk to you. Arpit sir, can we, because we know the way of delivery of Manoj, doctor, it was wonderful. We need to utilize Dr. Manoj Desai wonderful session once again in the later time. Anyway, on behalf of JCI India, let me take this opportunity to propose my sincere gratitude on behalf of JCI India, Dr. Manoj Desai, a person who are talking from the heart rather than the brain, a truly humanitarian, great orator, great leader. Thank you very much, Dr. Manoj Desai, sir. You did a wonderful session. I know many of the participants raised their hand to talk with you, but due to the national convention, we have so many programs and scheduled in the online platform. That is why we need to stop right now. Anyway, let me convey on behalf of entire members, entire delegates, on behalf of JC India, let me express my sincere gratitude and to Dr. Manoj Desai, sir, and past national president and JCI vice president, our mentor Arpit Hathi, sir, and national president Anisi Matthew, sir, and NHQ, sir, and entire delegates who are gathered here to hear Dr. Manoj Desai class. And I hereby adjourn. Sir, can I adjourn?
Thank you very much, and best wishes for your NetCom. All the best.
Yes,
thank you very much.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you. I hereby adjourn this Power Talk session. Thank you.